Alcohol. Woohoo! Don't be giving me that shit. I mean, you know she just my baby mama.
Sound muted. Sound resumed. Microphone muted. Microphone activated. Microphone muted. Microphone activated. Microphone muted. Microphone activated. Channel switched.
What's cooking? Let me know. Boss. I'm ready to go on this end. Bye, boss.
We've already run into trouble on this one. The shipment's on a boat off the coast. They're not being communicative, so I'd assume they're hostile. Good luck, boss.
Oh. Shit. Oh, you need to be faster than that, bitch.
Norse Mutual. We're here to help. Sure.
Okay. Shit, hang on, but he hit me. Whoa, Miles? Really?
User joined your channel.
Flashman.
What's up, Miles?
Hey, I was fighting with my internet all day yesterday.
Oh, no worries, mate. No worries.
Oh, you know what? It was really funny, though. So, basically what happened was when I moved into the back room, I lost capability to connect directly with the modem, right?
Okay.
Because I'm on wireless. I hate to admit it, but I am.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. Ethernet is so much better. But anyway,
Get a cable.
since we can't afford a huge Ethernet cable run under the house in the basement,
Okay.
which at some point I'm going to install an Ethernet network to each of the downstairs rooms.
Yeah.
Anyway, but that'll be later on.
Yeah.
And I'll probably put some Wi-Fi repeaters in the house as well, because it's just ridiculous. But, so, I'm like, this is just weird. Like, how am I going to solve this problem? And I couldn't access my router. So, I'd unplug the damn thing and bring it into my room and connect it directly to the computer.
Yeah.
And I still can't access the damn thing. So I'm, looking through the, whatchamacallit, the,
Manual?
yeah, the manual, yeah.
Dude, you're the native speaking American. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm speaking American. God damn it. So anyway, I'm looking in the manual and I'm like, where's the fucking factory reset shit? So,
Well, that's usually a small button hidden somewhere, yeah.
yeah. So anyway. But you gotta do a special dance when you press the factory reset button, apparently.
Special dance?
No, you just have to hold it in for an amount of time.
Yeah, about
So,
2 seconds or something. Maybe 10.
Well, it's about, actually it's closer to 10 seconds,
Yeah.
but, so at first, I thought I could just, hold it in for a little bit. Oh god, now this sounds like me on the toilet in the morning.
I don't care about these crates anymore. This sucks.
What was I trying to say before I derailed my own thought?
I don't know.
Oh yeah. Hold it in for a little bit. What did that relevance?
Hold it in?
Yeah.
You shouldn't be holding it. Let it out.
In. Hold it. Where was I going with that?
I don't know.
Anyway, so I don't know how I did it, but I ended up accessing the router webpage.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't access it anymore. So I must have to do it through Ethernet. It's funny because I used to be able to access it via the router. I mean, via the wireless.
Yeah.
The Wi-Fi.
But that's usually a setting. Are you sure it didn't do a firmware update on you? Because
I'm pretty sure it didn't because I didn't. You have to manually do firmware.
Oh, your
firmware
ISP
update.
don't do that for you? Because that happens from time to time over here, even if you
Well,
don't want to.
This router I bought in 2013 and it's already legacy.
Okay.
Yeah, so, I mean, well, according to their, because I bought one of the TP-Link routers, and they're actually pretty decent.
Wow, they really...
But they're certainly not the worst. They're not horrible like, Netgear or something like that.
Actually, I've had pretty good experiences with Netgear.
I have not. So it's probably hit and miss. It probably depends. It's probably like, buying a Ford car. Some years you're just going to get a shit model, and other years you're going to get a good one. I don't know, man. Whatever it is. So, anyway.
As long as you don't go D-Link on me, because then I'm gonna have to tear you apart. D-Link fucking sucks.
Doing what?
D-Link?
D-Link. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah, D-Link. The fucking, what do you call that? D-Link is like, a crackhead router.
Well, not only routers, but also in general their Wi-Fi thingy. That's what I started out with on my wireless end. Actually, I'm using. I right now got a D-Link wireless router, whatever, in the living room because that's the only one. Well, I do have a different one, but I don't know if you know this brand. It's called a Sagem.
No idea.
No, but basically here it is. It's a branded router from TDC, which is the state-owned tele company, whatever. And it's a Sagem, which means that basically it's running on Linux, which is a good start, right?
Yeah.
It's not a good start when they branded it. Special firmware, my friend. You should look up Sagem.com. That's what they're called. I could use this as well, of course. I'm actually thinking about doing it because I think the range is better on this one, probably. Also, it's standing up where mine is laying down. But still.
Oh, yeah. So, anyway, how I resolved the problem was somehow, by a miracle, I accessed the router page.
Yay. 192.
Huh?
Just 192.0.0.1. There we go.
It's different for each machine.
Well, it's different from the ISP because some uses 10 over here.
Yeah. Are you on IPv6 yet?
No.
Yeah, neither were we. It's kind of weird.
Why would we?
Well, I mean, I'm sure somebody here is on IPv6, but...
Well, you can be on IPv6 if you want to. It's just a matter of enabling it in your router, but that will only be for your local LAN. It won't affect your outbound connection.
Oh, outbound.
Yeah.
Oh, for your home network.
Exactly. It will affect your local LAN, local area network. It will affect that, but it will not affect the external one, because your ISP probably doesn't, haven't got it fully integrated.
Yeah.
IPv6 is kind of like the USB 2.0.
Right.
It's like, oh, you can get better speeds. It's pretty fucking awesome. You can identify each computer like separately, right? Because it relies on MAC addresses and the IPv6 address, and they're connected. So you know that computer is that computer. It's pretty fucking awesome. and then it just goes to shit because, I mean, you need special equipment basically, or you need to be a geek to make it work because you don't understand the IPv6 addresses anyways.
Yeah, well, they're like some kind of hexadecimal code on fucking crack.
Exactly,
So,
and you can't remember that, and it's much easier just using the IPv4 because that is somewhat rememberable, right? You know it's called like 136, and you know that is 202 or whatever, right?
well, I don't know any of that shit, but you know.
But I mean, the identifier part of it, and most software, because it's such a pain in the ass. I don't think any games actually support it anyway, so it won't allow you to get better speeds on your online gaming.
Yeah, well, the real point of it was just to keep internet network addresses from being depleted around the world.
Yeah, so and it hasn't been necessary apparently. It's one of them 2K bugs. Y2K, remember that shit?
Well, it was a real concern because there's over 7 billion people on the planet, but the reality is that are all 7 billion people going to be on the internet? No, a considerable portion of those guys are going to be running around in Somalia, for example, fighting warlords, and they're not going to have internet access. A significant portion of those folks are going to be like super poor and like living in a ditch and probably not going to be eating every day.
Well, I mean, even Africans have smartphones because they use it for paying for shit and everything. That's where they get their I want to call it social benefits because it kind of is. You know, all the emergency aid that we send down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's money going into their account on their phone to buy food and stuff. It's instead of food
Right.
stamps. So.
Anyway, so not everybody is online in the world,
Most
but
is.
there are several billion people who are, and so that's why they were looking at IPv4 and going, yeah, we're going to be kind of screwed in a few years.
Well, I mean, they also did something else because I mean, most of the telephone companies did another thing which is kind of clever. Instead of having separate IPs for phones, for example,
Mm-hmm.
they set up the phones like a local area network. So what the IPs the phones are using are not like real outbound IPs, if you get my drift. They're a part of a local area network.
Huh.
Huh.
That's pretty cool.
Yep. Well, it is cool, but it's not cool because that also means that if you connect, well, your phone is constantly connected with a lot of other phones with potentially no security.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's cool, but it's not cool. Again, remember,
It's kind of
local.
like they know what is what, but they don't know what is what.
Exactly.
This is strut.
Yeah. This strut.
Yeah, it's a really stupid club song or thingy.
Dude, get on GTA with me while we're talking. Do it.
Uh,
Do it. I already added you. Dude.
I gotta go figure out that stupid control issue because it's gonna make me use factory controls every time I log in until I figure out the control issue, and it's one control.
What is it?
It's so irritating. I don't know. It's in the phone group.
What kind of what?
It's telling me there's a conflict in the phone control group.
Wow.
You know, where you use
Yeah.
your phone in game or whatever.
Well, I understand you want to set up controls for flying and stuff like that, but that's about it. I don't get it when you're moving around and stuff.
You to set everything up, literally everything. Every other simulation or game is just like, yeah, use what you want. You know, if you have some stuff unassigned, who cares? No, this one is like everything must be assigned. Fuck. In any case, so here's how I solved the problem last night. So all day yesterday, I couldn't connect to the modem because it was, at short distances, I get really awesome bandwidth, really awesome, latency, and just everything works fine. You know, if I'm one room away from the damn thing, it's
Crap.
like being right next to the modem.
Oh, well.
Okay.
Drywall.
But if I'm in the back room, then the range is so horrible that all I can access is literally Google Pages. That's it.
Yeah, okay, so there's a difference on your composition of your house, basically. So you got drywall when it comes to the rooms in separate, but as soon as you have to cross the middle of the room, there's probably some concrete wall in there between. Or maybe be brick.
Well, there's a bit
Something is reinforced anyways. I mean, there's some kind of metal that is screwing your signal.
Yeah.
Drywall
So
is usually
what I
not
ended
an
up
issue.
doing- What I ended up doing was putting it on the 5 gigahertz band, which didn't work in the other house. I don't even know why it didn't work in the other house, but it didn't, and in this house it does. So whatever.
Nice.
The point is, I'm getting close to 50 down, 6 up in the back room, which is actually pretty damn good considering that it's that far away from the. It's practically on the.
Or you, Miles, you could also do another thing, actually.
Just ping the collection
Go to the
location
tower?
through to you.
No, I can't.
Pick up the goods
because,
and bring them back to the warehouse. I don't anticipate any
It
trouble.
is most definitely not on the same circuit.
Oh. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, otherwise I would do it. But
Because that would save you a lot of wiring and stuff like that.
it would save
and
a
all
lot of
that.
wiring, it would be super fast, but no, it won't work because it's not on the same circuit.
Can't you just put it on the same circuit?
No.
Why?
Because Mom, that's why.
Oh, okay. Because of course you can. I mean, that's why I'm going. Why?
She does not think in terms of efficiently placing transmitters. And once she puts something somewhere, well, that's where it's gonna be.
Okay.
So basically what that means is eventually I'm gonna have to run Ethernet lines to the guest room, and to my room, and then maybe put a couple of... Oh, Jesus Christ, dog. Hold on, I gotta handle this.
Yep.
Alright, so anyway, but yeah, so it boosted the range, and actually that's one of the advantages of my, because I bought the router first, and then I bought the card to match the router, and they're both dual band. They're not simultaneous dual band, they're just, you put it on one band or the other.
Or both.
Because actually that way you don't get overlap. You know how you have overlapping channels?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, usually most wireless thingies are on the 2.4 band. That also creates a lot of static noise on your connection.
Yep. So when you switch to the 5 gigahertz band,
There's
then you don't-
literally nothing on there. Yeah.
Exactly. So it's a crystal clear signal even at the extent. And so anyway,
Call Lister.
when I bought the pair, I knew that it was the signal would travel a pretty damn good distance, right? I've only got 3 signal bars, and I've got
How
a
can I be of
50 down,
service?
6 up connection.
Oh, hey, you're in trouble. Okay.
Right.
I'll deal
Yeah.
with it.
That's pretty decent,
Yep.
right? So I'm satisfied with
Yeah.
that.
I wouldn't
That's
be
not
because
bad.
apparently my phone does not connect with the 5 gig Wi-Fi.
Yeah, most things won't connect. Like my laptop,
Mhm.
I don't even know why, but I don't think that will, because it's an N network adapter on my laptop, but it's not. I don't think it's capable of doing the 5 gigahertz transceiver.
Well, what laptop is it? Is it a PC or is it a Mac?
Oh, it's a PC, but barely. It's an HP.
Yeah.
It's one of those hot things that they designed so freaking horribly. You might as well be cooking eggs on it.
Okay. And you haven't gotten around to get a cooling pad for it or anything.
Well, I got a cooling pad that I put on the bottom, but still gets hot, dude.
Wow.
Um,
Yeah, okay, yeah, you mentioned that about thinking of switching the thermal paste. Yeah.
I don't even think it matters if I switch the thermal paste in it, to be quite honest. It made a difference when I initially changed it out, but then it went back to its old behavior, and I'm pretty sure there's not that much dust in it, because, for one thing, I haven't even been using the damn thing for a year.
Well, that could actually be the thing that generates dust, you know? Then instead of...
It's been sitting inside of a zipped up bag for a year. There's been no dust in it.
Dun, dun. Another one bites the dust.
No, this computer's gonna bite the dust, I'm pretty sure. But, so yeah, I'm pretty sure my phone can only access 2.4, right?
Well, I mean, it depends on the manufacturer. I was pretty sure the Samsung would go with the 5 gig, but I haven't tested it out, to be honest. I know I have the HTC 7 line, and it does not do 5, and I know the iPhone doesn't do 5 as well.
There's a lot of, I mean, do you think they're even gonna bother putting everything on 5 gigahertz?
I mean, at some point they will have to. I'm pretty sure they will have to. Because otherwise, they will have more support issues than they, thought they would. In some way, because I mean, of course, you got wireless mouses, wireless keyboards, you got wireless networks in general. You got multiple, especially if you're in an apartment. You got every floor has like 3 or 4 Wi-Fi routers, right?
Cordless phones.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, people still use those?
Hey, I've got one on my desk.
I haven't had a home phone since.
Yeah, I know. No,
like literally since I had a home phone in 2006.
My mobile phone won't be active until I actually get money. But anyway, so
okay. Well, I mean, money's always an issue.
Yeah. Well, it won't be in a few years, but I'm just gonna have to tough it out until then.
Isn't it expensive?
What?
The home phone?
It kind of is, because
I mean,
you can get mobile phone service a lot cheaper than.
Yeah, first of all, and second of all, I mean,
these days.
Yeah.
I mean, I can get like basically $35 a month, unlimited everything. Screw internet, because the internet service on your phone is just crap anyway. You go to a Wi-Fi hotspot and
in other words, go to McDonald's.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you get better internet at McDonald's than you do on your natural carrier wave. It's stupid.
Well, it's not like that over here. Not even remotely.
Well, that's because you guys are closer together, and it's easy for you to build a comprehensive net. I mean, look at the United States. Google Fiber is only in a couple of cities, right? Here and there. And it's going to take them forever to spread to the entire country.
It is.
But over there, you guys can build a comprehensive network in relatively little time.
We can, but it's also about the money in general, and who wants to put money in. At least a few years back, there was the telecompany called 3. it has, it's been in the U.S. as well. It or is in the U.S. I don't know if it still is, but there is a telecom company called 3, and the funny thing is that over here, when a bill was passed a couple of years back, where it said that companies can not, I mean, choose not to pay taxes as long as they have an income of 0. That means that they can, of course, earn money, but all the money they make has to go forward to, uh, uh, upgrading their services or in that matter.
Right.
So they
Yeah.
can actually make a lot of money without having to pay taxes off it. And that's what the companies are doing, and that's why we have the net we do. Because it's still cheaper for them to upgrade their nets and services in general than having to pay taxes.
Well, that's a good motivation. Give them a tax break so they.
Oh,
do the right
they
thing.
have a ton of tax breaks. Let me tell you, I mean, the consumers are paying for everything. So it's not
Well,
like
I think that here in the United States, it would be a good idea to,
We gonna make some
and
deal?
so many people call this, like, oh, you're socialists, communist.
well, in America, you can't tell the difference anyway. So I mean,
Can't tell the difference between their heads and their asses mostly, but
yeah, exactly. I mean,
here's the problem: is that
You got the pickup
we
point on your
aren't using
GPS?
the right
Okay,
incentives.
all looks cool from here. Just collect the goods and bring
Tax
them to
break
the
wise
warehouse.
to get businesses to do responsible things.
and also there's the whole thing about the tax rate in general is too low, even though you are many citizens and stuff like that.
Yeah.
13, 13% to me is nothing. It is
Yeah,
really fucking nothing.
It's stupid, and we expect to be able to cover all of this crap.
Well, I mean, how can you expect to get high wages when your taxes are that low? That means that there are no money for evolving in any line of field. I mean, really.
Well, we can't build any massive transportation systems with the taxes the way they are.
No, of course
It's
not.
just stupid.
But the problem is, it's kind of like the same thing with the gun control issue. I mean, it's like, so you have a lot of murders every year, like every single day. You have like, is it like 15, 20 people dying every day because of guns, and then you have
Well, okay, so people blame that on guns, but here's the real deal.
people kill people. I know, but still, it's still a matter of access to the guns. There is no reason to. I mean, yeah, if there's a burglar, but there's many ways of handling that.
Is that most of the time, the gun access, legal gun access, is not an issue.
Not the legal
Because
one, but with
you go
legal.
through legal channels, I mean, you have to go through a battery of tests and courses and all that kind of stuff, and that's done the right way. Okay, cool. The problem is that there is a huge black market for weapons here, and the fucking legislators don't do anything about that. Instead, they are basically screwing over law-abiding citizens, and that makes absolutely no sense.
Because they all have one, just in case something goes haywire.
It's just stupid.
Think about it. Why wouldn't the politician that legislates, why wouldn't he have one of them guns, just in case he needs to kill off somebody in a jiffy if shit hits the fan?
Right.
Might be a wide stretch, but
They talk bad about, oh my god, assault rifles are this and blah 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 that. And dude, through legal channels, you might have a very small percentage of dudes who will go wacko and start killing innocent people. A tiny percentage. Most of the time, those fuckers, they get their guns from illegal channels as well.
I still don't get it. I don't get the need to own a gun.
Well, I mean, when you look at crime in the United States, it makes sense.
Well, I mean, yeah, but there's a reason for the crime. I mean,
Yeah, well,
yeah.
it's
So
definitely-
if you're asking me, the focus is the focus point is the wrong part of it.
No, I agree with you.
I
The
mean-
reason for the crime is lack of education,
Mhm.
for the most part, or lack of comprehensive education.
Or lack of social.
Social programs, blah blah blah.
Yeah,
so on and so
exactly.
forth.
I mean-
it's all a trickle down effect. But
Oh, you socialists! Don't talk to me about social experience on people. Hey, what are you talking about?
no, I mean you guys have a pretty. What's your crime rate compared to ours?
Oh, nothing compared to yours.
I mean per capita. I'm not talking about like, you know what I mean.
In Denmark, we have a how is it? I need to look that up, cause it's not that bad actually. We have like about one murder a year in average. And that is usually, I mean, there are more than that, but you know, looking at statistics, there isn't. But then again, it depends on what you're looking at, because of course we have different gangs trying to take to come into the country. Bikers are the big thing over here right now, and there's a war with the bikers and the immigrants, like constantly.
Oh.
Yeah, the immigrants
I was
just.
gonna say that there was a war between bikers and unicyclists, but
No, I'm talking about like Hells Angels, Banditas, the you know, the usual suspects, and now we got Setadula as well, and there's a new one just came in, a German one, German Mexican one actually.
German Mexican one.
Man, I'm pretty sure they were German and Mexican, or yeah, it was along those lines. Can't remember.
Wow.
But there's a lot of those clubs spawning right now in Europe.
Wow.
And it's not about guns like it used to be. It is more about, I mean, of course, guns are involved, but not as much anymore. It used to be like back in the 70s and stuff. They would actually shoot each other just like over there, just like you know, in the U.S. I mean, we had guys running around with rocket launchers, just shooting at different clubhouses and
Rocket launchers?
yeah, exactly. We had a guy who did that. Yeah, he had a rocket launcher and he fired it at a clubhouse.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he wasn't trained in the rocket launcher, so that means he hit like jack shit, but he still brought a rocket launcher and fired it. But now it's more about drugs. And
About drugs today.
huh?
Even Hank Hill was like, I sell cocaine and cocaine accessories.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Well, mostly here it's not so much about the cocaine or the amphetamines or anything like that. Actually, it is more about the marijuana, the hashies.
Isn't it legal then?
No, it's not. Not yet.
Really?
Not yet.
Oh, that's the Netherlands, right?
Yeah, well, it's not even real legal in the Netherlands anymore. Yeah, for citizens, but not for tourists. I mean, a lot of this is because we have this, you know, Christiania. Everybody's heard about Christiania, which is a city within the city. It is a small city within Copenhagen.
Okay.
70s history. Bunch of hippies basically possessed the area and started, you know, doing their hippie stuff on that area, and they were given permission to do so. And one of those things was that there's like a main street called Pusher Street.
Right.
Yeah, and it's not for the fun of it. It's called Pusher Street. It is really, every time the police come in and remove the stands, it'll be put up within an hour. Totally rebuilt, like nothing ever happened.
Wow.
So there's a major sale going on in there, and it's Danes, it's Swedes, it's Norwegians, it's Germans, it's tourists in general, it's everything. There's a lot of money involved. They possessed was like 189,000 joints the other day, and in a matter of 2 days, they possessed like 138 or 35 million Danish kroners, which is roughly I think it's about $25 million, roughly, in 2 days.
Holy shit! Hold on.
No shit.
I just checked my email and it looks like I'm already being moved forward to the assessment process for this call center.
Yay!
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Miles Fieldman. How may I help you? Now get your shit and get out! Get out!
Get to the chopper.
Get to the chopper! I don't know what the fuck happened. So you want to be the guy going, hello, sir. My computer doesn't work. Okay. Have you tried?
Cup of coffee in the CD tray.
Have you tried plugging it in? How about the screen? Is that black? Is it blue? Which color? But it's got. It's like it's. No, I bought it in an off-white. It needs to match the wall behind it. No, that's not what I'm saying. Yeah, and if you get that job for all in the world, don't start making jokes about it.
What?
Just a good hit. Well, I used to back in my day, I worked in a.
You slip and make a joke about it at work, and your boss fires you.
Oh yeah. Well.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Here's the thing. I was.
They create robots at those places, but you know, whatever.
I was in a call center back in the day, and this call center was all about paychecks and pension savings and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I was sitting. There's like something called a holiday card, which is basically because a part of your salary each month is put towards your vacation fund, and that vacation funding is going on to a holiday card. So you need to check up if it's the right percentage and so what. It makes sure that everybody has the money to go on 5 weeks vacation every year. So that's all right. But yeah, I was sitting in that department. Started out with 15 sitting in that call center, and we ended up being 2 persons sitting in that call center, and that was even when shit hit the fan because their systems went down constantly. They didn't pay out the correct amounts, not in salary, not in anything, right? And at some point, it just get tedious, you know. So I started making the company's called Accenture. So I started making jokes about it, and it's not a good idea. Accidentally, do denture. How may I help you?
They don't like people
No.
who have their own personalities in places like that.
No, they don't. I like that.
It's almost. You remember there was a movie recently where it was portraying like a future society where, you know, practically thought control was going on, and basically whenever somebody said something that referred to emotion, you know, there was usually a senior person in the society who would yell precision of language. You know.
Precision of language. Wow.
It was kind of funny. But that's kind of how like call centers work. They're a bunch of freaking totalitarian Nazis running around. Precision of language. like some kind of dark Orwellian utopia.
It could also be like in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, that planet where every time you have a thought, you'll get slapped in the face.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Har de ikke lukket nu? Det var jo. Har fremme.
Anyway, I should probably go smoke and get to filling out this assessment. So I will talk to you later. I'll just be muted. You're probably, dude. What is it? Like 8 or 9 in the morning there?
No, over here it's 7:15 in the afternoon, p.m. Well,
Really?
5. Actually, it's 5 p.m. I'm sorry, 17:15. Yeah, 5:15.
Oh. Yeah, right. You know, I just always get screwed up of like, yeah, you're right.
5:15.
Yeah, it's not even late over there yet.
No, not yet. Not yet.
Not yet.
And I got called up on my work this morning.
Hmm?
And since I'm since I got fired, I'm really. I mean, if they called me up, I wouldn't. I'm not picking up. Yeah, I hit the gun. So, anyways, they called me up, and I listened to my voicemail, and they gave me tomorrow off as well.
Wait a second.
They called
They
me
gave you
with good
tomorrow
news.
off as well, but you're already fired.
Yeah. Well, I have 3 months of retirement thingy. I don't know what it's called in English. Hvad er der, skat?
Jeg prøver at sige noget til dig.
Hvad siger du?
Jeg siger, at så kan vi godt, vil du så hellere gå sammen?
Det kan godt.
Okay, så går jeg lige ud og tisser, og så skriver jeg lige det færdigt.
Okay.
Og jeg har fået
Pixie?
en situation.
Ja.
Og hvis jeg er heldig, så kommer måske en
Sorry about that, Miles.
ungdomsklub i Hundi, så skal jeg
It's no problem.
Okay, I'm back,
Still-
I think.
Still trying to figure out which of these 3 elements.
Du har simpelthen opgivet guderne.
she's like, hey, you've been given up by the gods. What the hell?
Who?
Oh, my girlfriend, Henriette, she's
You said you've been what by the gods?
given up by the god.
Given up by the gods? Oh, they gave up on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. that's
Well,
fine.
it's a saying in Danish. Du er opgivet af guderne. Yeah, you've been given up by the gods, or I don't know if you can put that into a real sentence in English, because it actually makes no sense. If you're Christian, it makes no sense, because you're
Well,
talking
if
about
you-
plural
If
gods.
you are,
There's only one God in the Christianity, but
Yes, yes,
in
yes, I
in
know.
the northern countries we have multiple gods. If you go
Well-
by the old Ash.
you're speaking to a guy who has watched Battlestar Galactica, and if you remember correctly, they actually had like the whole Greek Roman god mythology going on.
Yeah,
in
but
that.
this is Nordic. This is none of those.
Yeah, but
I'm
no,
talking
if
about
you
Thor
use
here,
the
I mean,
idea
Marvel.
of pantheon, versus like a singular monotheistic idea, then it like it's whatever.
But
So-
all I know, Miles,
So
is
then
that
when you
I'm
put
right now
the
I'm talking.
back in toaster, then it makes sense, right?
Miles, the only thing I know is that right now I am talking with a man supposedly from the land of God. Isn't that what you call it?
You know, I find that very
Offensive?
Offensive. Yes.
Well, I didn't make it up. You need to talk to
No,
the
you didn't.
Illuminati.
I don't give 2 shits about the Illuminati. But anyway, there's a bunch of idiots running around that worry about the Illuminati, and I'm just like, whatever. These fuckers can get bombed into the Stone Age by a asteroid falling from the sky, just like everybody else.
Yep. Yep. I want to join the Marshmallow Man faith, or whatever it's
Marshmallow
called.
Man. I want to join the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Man.
Exactly that one. Yeah, that one.
Have you been touched by his noodly appendages yet?
Oh, hey, remember you can't preach the word of the spaghetti monster unless you're in a pirate suit. You have to be.
You can't preach the word of the spaghetti monster
No.
unless you're in a pirate suit.
Exactly. They have a gathering once a year.
Really?
They do.
Do they get drunk while they do this?
I don't know. It's fucking awesome.
That is. I can't imagine anybody actually taking that religion seriously.
No, but that's not the whole point. It's made by an American dude. What the hell?
Yeah.
It's
Right.
kind of like that episode of Family Guy where he goes to the hospital and he puts deceased on his the preliminary thingy for insurance.
Mm-hmm.
And God shows up at his doorstep because, the Reaper, Grim Reaper, shows up at his doorstep
yeah.
because he put deceased in. Because he didn't want to pay. Just imagine standing in a pirate suit going, "The spaghetti monster!" What the hell? Go R!
You have to be on a ship.
No, I'm pretty sure you don't have to be on a ship.
But do you have to have Captain Morgan in your hand?
Oh, wouldn't that be branding? That wouldn't be a part of a religion, would it?